Hey guys, this video is going to be a cut test video on my little mini neck knife here. I've been wanting to do a cut test for quite some time on one of my blades just to check the edge retention and make sure that my heat treating process is giving me satisfactory results. So we're going to go ahead and test this knife that I just made. It's going to be my EDC for a while as I continue to test it, but I figured it'd be a good idea just to do a general cut test and make sure that we're treating these properly. If you want to know more about my heat treating process, definitely check out the other video I made. I believe I titled it How I Heat Treat My 1095 Blades, or something similar to that. I kind of break down the process of the heat treat and the tempering. As far as this is concerned, it was done according to those same guidelines. The only difference being, instead of one tempering process, I did two, as this blade needed just a little bit of straightening. So this has been twice tempered at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. First cycle was an hour and a half, the second cycle was 2 hours. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same. As far as edge profile, this is a chisel grind. As you can see, hollow ground on one side with an 8-inch wheel, flat on the other. And this has been freshly sharpened and buffed, so we got a really nice razor sharp polished edge that's sharp enough to shave with. And it's pretty thin. You probably won't be able to see that too well on the camera, but we do have a pretty thin profile there. So the way we're going to do this, I chose to use some just standard cardboard, about an 1/8 inch thick. I got this off of a Priority mailing box. And I think cardboard is a pretty good test in general, since it's somewhat difficult to cut, and by nature it's pretty abrasive, so it does dull your average blades rather quickly, or as quickly as anything would. And just to kind of liven things up a little bit, I got some 1/4 inch nylon rope, got some 18 gauge, or I'm sorry, 20 or 22 gauge doorbell wire. I got a little bit of wood here. We might sharpen a pencil just to show the utility as far as some fine detail work. And might add this or that depending on what I got lying around, but definitely the main part will be how it handles this cardboard. So let's go ahead and get started. I've kind of cut this box into some equal sections. We got two here, as you can see. I'm just going to make full length cuts down the width of it here, and we'll see how many we can get. Also note that there is quite a bit of packing tape on this, so that may affect the edge a little bit, as it does tend to gum things up, but we'll keep pushing through, and if we have to clean our blade off, we'll do that. Try to get this in frame as best as I can. Alright, that's a little over 30 cuts or so. We are gumming up a little bit on the tape, but we'll keep going. Still cutting pretty well. Definitely no noticeable damage on the edge. I'll go ahead and work this next one as well. Try not to cut my hand open here. Or any other extremities. Alright, the tape is definitely gumming things up and making it a little more difficult. But as far as the clean spots, not noticing really a whole lot of additional drag. Seems like we're still just about as sharp as when we started. Go ahead and do a few cut tests with some rope here. If I can hang on to it. Double it up some. No problem. Well, this other hand's not working so well. Trust me, it's not due to that, or it's not because the blade is dull. This hand's just cramping up a little bit from holding that cardboard. As you can see, we're still cutting fairly clean cuts fairly easily here. Alright, I'm going to actually clean this the gum off of this knife real quick. Let me grab some oil. Penetrating oil works wonders for cleaning a knife blade. Alright, good as new. Maybe cut a little bit more rope. Let's, just for kicks, actually triple this up. This is even a lot of rope for an average sized knife. Keep in mind we're working with about a 2-inch cutting edge here. And as you can see, it went through all three. Very pleased with it. Now this isn't the roughest rope in the world, but it still is a challenge to cut with a dull knife, so that's why we're using it. Alright, got a real short pencil here. I'll try to sharpen just to show some detail work here. I'm not the best pencil sharpener in the world, that's for sure. And as you can see, it does work. Drawing towards you, even though this is a right hand chisel grind. You still can cut from the opposite angle. And as you can see, that was pretty simple, pretty easy. Not super impressive as far as the wood goes. This is real soft wood. But I just wanted to show a little bit of detail work there. And we can even shape that down further if we wanted to.